Chris, what is our second main topic today?
This one comes from Steve Calderon. I was curious, but still wanted to see Channing Tatum in Gambit before the movie was canceled. Tatum recently told Variety he was so traumatized not playing Gambit that he didn't watch any Marvel movies. He also said he would still love to play the character. If you're Kevin Feige, would you give him the chance to play Gambit in an X-Men movie or Disney Plus show?
All right, thanks a lot for writing that in, Steve. Look, I'm going to tell you what, unpopular opinion. When they announced that Channing Tatum was going to play Gambit, I loved it. And it was very reminiscent again of when they announced Ben Affleck was Batman and everybody laughed up. I said, I love this. And when they announced, again with Batman, when they announced Robert Pattinson, I said, this is going to be great. But everybody was laughing at it. And I remember when they announced that Channing Tatum was going to play Gambit, everybody laughed. And again, there was a long period of time that I believed and said on my various movie blogs and shows and podcasts that Channing Tatum was the worst actor in Hollywood getting regular work. You
don't like Magic Mike?
Now hold on a second.
Come on, man.
There was a period of time that I really felt that this Channing Tatum dude was absolutely the worst actor in Hollywood that was getting regular, consistent work. But this dude dedicated himself to being a true actor. And he worked and he worked and he trained and he trained and he got instruction and he never let up. And eventually you start to see the evolution of him as an actor and getting better and better to the point now that I don't just think he's decent. I get excited to see Channing Tatum in movies now. I actually think he's really good. I think he's come a long way. And when they announced him as Gambit, I thought, you know what? This works on several levels. He's evolved as an actor. He's got the presence of it. Like I look at him and think this guy could play that. His acting chops have gotten up to a level and he can absolutely bring the physicality. When you look at his dance background, this dude can bring the physicality to this role. And I think he would be a great Gambit. Now, a lot of people disagreed and that's fine, but they were moving ahead with it. Fox was going to do it. They were like, they had already hired cast. They had rented production offices. They had done everything. And then Disney took over Fox and it went away. This comes us to folks over at Coming Soon, right? The following. They would call him flamboyant. This is Channing Tatum speaking. They would call him flamboyant in his description, Tatum said. I wouldn't. He was just the coolest person. He could pull anything off. Most superheroes, their outfits are utilitarian. Batman's got his belt. Gambit's like, nah, this shit's just fly, bro. This just walked down the Paris runway last year. He's just wearing the stuff that's so dope because he loves fashion. Reed Carolyn also spoke on the film, telling Variety that the movie itself was on the 1 yard line and that the duo had even set up production offices, cast the film, and was prepared to begin shooting in New Orleans. They were actually going to shoot right in New Orleans, which is perfect for that setting. Unfortunately for them, the chance of bringing Gambit to the big screen all but fell apart after Disney merged with Fox, a move that Tatum says left him traumatized and unable to watch any recent Marvel films. Once Gambit went away, I was so traumatized, Tatum said. I shut off my Marvel machine. I haven't been able to see any of the movies. I loved that character. It was just too sad. It was like losing a friend because I was so ready to play him. That again comes to us from the folks at Coming Soon, quoting Channing Tatum. Here's the thing. He wasn't just an actor cast in the role. He was the creative engine behind it. He was the one bringing everybody together. They had spent years putting this together. They got the script where they wanted it. They thought they had been given the green light. He even showed up on the panels at Comic-Con with the Fox, cast and everything. They were ready to move forward with this. And then it went away. Do I blame Disney for that? Absolutely not. Disney has their plan. They have their vision, they have their universe, and they are going to do, and Kevin Feige is going to do what is best for his plan. And that didn't include Gambit, at least not at the time, and it didn't include Channing Tatum. I don't blame Kevin Feige. Do I lament for Channing Tatum? I do. And listen, he's not alone. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of many, many projects that people have worked years on every year and feel like they're going to get it made, and then it's all pulled away from them every year. This is not a rare case. This happens a lot. Maybe not on the scale of a comic book movie, but it happens all the time. But still, I lament for him for that and for the fact that I wanted to see him as Gambit. I did. I still to this day think he would be great. Now, obviously, when they took over Fox, Gambit, for those of you who do not know, is a mutant. And Kevin Feige said, I am 5 years away from being ready to bring in mutants. Nobody believed him. They thought, no, mutants are going to show up in the next, and they never did. But he said, it's 5 years away. I got to believe somewhere in my heart of hearts that maybe there's a chance we could see Channing Tatum, throwing them playing cards around, doing what he does, speaking in that New Orleans kind of draw. I mean, I got to believe, I hope he does. I'll just say that. I hope he does. Again, story is served by the characters, and characters are served by the actors. You don't go, well, Channing Tatum deserves to play Gambit. Let's make a Gambit movie. That's ass backwards thinking. It's not should be done. But I'm just saying, I hope that circumstances align, that maybe someday we do get to see it, because I would like to. And I'll say there's maybe like a 3% chance it does. Hey guys, we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of today's episode, Stamps.com. Now, you know Stamps.com. They've been supporting the John Gambit Show for a while here. Now, let's face it. Going to the post office is time-consuming and really not the way you want to be spending your time. And that's why I highly recommend you do your mailing and shipping online with Stamps.com. Stamps.com allows you to mail and ship anytime, anywhere, right from your computer. You can send letters, ship packages, and you can pay a lot less with discounted rates from UPS, USPS, and more. You see, that's why Stamps.com is a must-have for any business. Whether you're a small office sending out invoices, an online seller shipping out your orders, whether you're somebody who's just trying to send things out to your friends and family, or if you're a giant warehouse, like sending out thousands of packages a day, Stamps.com can handle all of it with absolute ease. And here's the best thing. With Stamps.com, you get up to 40% off of post office rates and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. And this is why Stamps.com is an absolute no-brainer. It saves you time, it saves you money. It's no wonder that nearly 1 million small businesses already use Stamps.com. So stop wasting your time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. And with my promo code CAMPIA, just go up to that microphone up in the corner, click on that and enter my code CAMPIA. You get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale, no long-term commitments or contracts needed. Again, just go to Stamps.com, click on that microphone at the top and enter the promo code CAMPIA. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. Rob, you followed this whole drama as it unfolded with it. I remember us talking about stuff like this even back in the Heroes days.
Yeah.
With this story. Channing Tatum is still now just kind of opening up and revealing, like it devastated him. He was devastated. What do you think about this?
When you go down the road to get a movie made and you think it's happened to me too. I thought I was making a film and 2 days before principal photography, it fell apart. You've done so much prep work and thought about it, and there's so much work that goes into a movie before you even get to shoot it. It's heartbreaking because it's not just the work that's involved, it's your mindset and what it does. You in your mind, you have to have seen yourself making a project even before you make it. And it's heartbreaking, man. And you never get over it. You never get over it. But you know what we did get, John? My beloved Jupiter Ascending. So there is a silver lining to every dark cloud. And I love Jupiter Ascending. It's a Disney princess movie. And if you look at it that way, you'll like it more.
I got to ask, are you being serious? Did you actually like Jupiter Ascending?
Dude, I love Jupiter Ascending.
Oh my God.
Love it, love it. What's not to love where he plays a gravity, he's got gravity boot skates on and he flies through the skies of Chicago fighting aliens and
Eddie Raymond. Eddie Raymond's not to love.
Oh man, I'm telling you.
I don't know. I never thought we would find a film that we would disagree more over than Hook. But I think we found it. That is like one of the worst cinematic films in history.
It's a Disney princess movie, and it's beautiful to look at.
That's true.
I'm not going to take that away from you. I agree. It's beautiful.
It's very pretty.
But what do you think? Like, you see this whole stuff here, Chris, with Channing Tatum, and like, were you ever looking forward, or did you ever think it was a good idea to have him in this? And what do you think about his comments today?
I did think it was a good idea. Okay, listen, say what you want about this character, but there is a little bit of like sleazy sexiness to Gambit. Like, if y'all grew up watching that 90s cartoon show, you know that was there.
Yeah.
Gambit got down. Gambit effed, okay? And Channing Tatum, I think, can lean into that part of the role really, really well. He also is going to suspend his disbelief to be able to be somebody who's using cards with kinetic energy. Like, he'll commit to that. Like, he's committed to dancing and doing all kinds, being a werewolf with space boots, you know?
That's right.
He does
Who wants to get his wings back?
Yeah, he commits to this. I mean, Taylor Kitsch was fine in Origins. That was one of the few decent things in there. But I think Channing Tatum would have done a lovely job. And it is, for anyone, too, who's hearing his comments thinking he's being over dramatic or being, sophomoric about that reaction of being traumatized and stuff. I get it. When you don't get a role that you've fallen in love with, it's hard when you've been cut out of projects, which is what happens so much, y'all. Finished products, it's a miracle they happen. So much goes into making a movie. I can't tell you how many times something I've auditioned for and landed has ended up not going into production. Or we make it through production and then the budget gets cut and then we're not in it. Or we get all the way to the end and we're at a premiere and we go, oh, I'm not in this. Like that happens. That happens. Logan and I were in a music video where we like leads in the music video and we watched it and they cut out every actor except for the singers. And we were like, what is this? What's happening? It just happens. So it's really hard to not separate yourself from the work. I know it is show business, not show friends. We say that a lot. That's Rob's wonderful phrase here that I've utilized so much in my own life. But man, it's hard to separate yourself.
That's Bob Sugar from Jerry Maguire.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I wish it was original. I can't take.
I've always been like, that's
no,
that's
that's Cameron Crowe.
Oh, shoot.
But
Well,
I mean, but
still.
then take that and amplify it by, it's not just because Aaron Cummings, who's had a lot of roles in a lot of big TV shows, where that's Blacklist, Nip Tuck, Mad Men, The Flash, Rookie. I mean, on and on and on, right? But that also means there were roles she didn't get. And I remember, she's always kind of like gets excited about a role that looks like she might get and you don't get. But now compound that with it being not a role you almost got, but a project you've been spearheading for almost 20 months.
Yep.
That you've been pouring yourself, making every phone call, calling in every favor you have, bringing in every creative friend you have, making every contact and connection you have, and pouring yourself for like 20 months into it, and you're building it, and you think this thing is happening, and now you're moving forward. This is going to be your baby. And then after almost 2 years of work, a year and a half of work, it's gone.
Yeah.
By something that isn't even remotely connected to you. Like it had nothing to do with him. It was just, the company that was going to do it just got bought. And the company that bought it doesn't want to do it. It had nothing to do with it. It wasn't even that you dropped the ball. It was that circumstance. Shit, I can't even imagine it.
Yeah.
That must have been horrible. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about all this? Do you feel bad for Channing Tatum? So talking about that, it still kind of scars him. It still devastated him. Or did you ever want to see Channing Tatum as Gambit? A lot of people didn't, and maybe you didn't. I kind of did. Whatever you guys are thinking about it, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your